I'll give it a try. Wow, that's good. Prawns and pasta are two of my partner's favourite things. So I've written this recipe for her, but I think you guys might like it as well. Now we're gonna start from the finish of our dish. We're gonna make some crispy breadcrumbs just to start our recipe off. So into a pan, good drizzle of olive oil, and then we're gonna add our breadcrumbs into that oil and just give it a little mix. Now just for a bit of flavour, a little pinch of salt in there too. Back into a cool bowl. And they can just sit there, ready for our pasta when it's finished. I've got these beautiful Aussie banana prawns. So peeling a prawn, it's super simple. You just pop the head off by giving it a little twist, and then with your thumb, you can start just peeling the legs and the shell off, and it'll come off nice and easily. And with the tip of your knife, just wanna run it round and pull out that intestinal tract, just like so. For the base of our pasta sauce, we're gonna start very classic. Onion, garlic, and chilli. I just want it to fit on the fork, call it a little bit fork friendly. So I don't want big chunks of onion that blow out the balance of the rest of the dish. Now a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil into our pan that's nice and warm now. We can go straight in with that onion. And a little pinch of salt at this stage just to get the sweetness coming out of our onion. And now for our garlic. I like quite a lot of garlic in this pasta. Have a look at that. Like I love a nice big slice of thin but big piece of garlic. We're gonna split our chilli in half, like so. And then little half moons of our chilli with our really sharp knife. Can all go in at the same time. And what we're looking for here is the garlic to soften a little bit and start going fragrant. So we can go in with our passata now. I like the passata because it's nice and thin and doesn't add a lot of texture to the dish. And also just rinse out the jug or the jar or the tin with a bit of water. Just help loosen that sauce and make sure we get all the passata into our dish. And it's time for our pasta. Good pinch of salt. Now I've got rigatoni today. I love rigatoni. Into your water, quick stir just to make sure they don't stick. And then lid back on. Now, I'm gonna cut my prawns, not differently, but in an interesting way because I like the way they curl up and they shape. So I'm gonna butterfly them and cut them in half. It's pretty simple. Hand on top, knife straight through like that. The sauce is cooked down a little bit, which is perfect. It's gonna be really intense in flavor, but I wanna add a little bit of liquid into that sauce. So we may as well lean on our hot pasta water here. It's gonna have some starch from the pasta in there. It'll help thicken the sauce, but also help cook our prawns. Just go a ladle and a half of that. Prawns in and watch how quickly they curl up and colour up and take on that beautiful flavour from that sauce. Just give them a stir and they'll start curling up almost straight away. Pasta's cooked, prawns are perfect. So we can combine the two, just like so. One extra little ingredient for some colour and some flavour. Frozen peas, still frozen, because I want them to be just warm through. I want to keep their texture and that really nice pop that they have. And then I've also got some butter. Now, butter will just help enrich in this pasta and bring it all together. So by the time the butter's melted, it'll be my sign that the peas will be warmed through. Just carefully fold it through and just mix the sauce to coat the pasta. One last little finisher, some lemon. Got a little squeeze through the sieve that God gave me. Then I just like to tear the parsley in, nice and rough, just like so. You want to keep it nice and big so it doesn't wilt too much. And it keeps it really fresh for our dish. I'm really happy with that. So, it's time to plate up. If you guys could smell what I'm smelling, you'd be pretty excited. I mean, you will smell what I'm smelling when you cook this one up at home. But have a look at that. And you want to make sure you just chuck a few extra prawns on top. That's how I keep in the good books with Georgia all the time at home. And I like, you know, as I talked about, cutting the prawns so they curl up. I think they look really beautiful when they do sit on top like that. And now a little finisher move, our breadcrumbs on top, for that nice little crunchy texture. And there you have it, my quick and easy fiery prawn pasta. That is the perfect prawn pasta.